Hey, hey, welcome to Rev 1211 Life. I'm Pastor Will. We are in Ephesians, following up still and locked up in the Word, the letters from the Apostle Paul while he was in prison, thus locked up in the Word. So, Paul is now talking to the church of Ephesus about relationships and what they should look like in Christ, because we've heard in Christ throughout all of his letters. So in verse 1 in chapter 6, he said, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, that it may be well with you and you may live long on the earth." And that's kind of serious because it's letting you know if you're not honoring your parents, that he can cut you, God can cut you down for that. He takes that very seriously. So it says, children, obey your parents. Now, some of us, most of us are grown. However, we still are children. We still have parents. So, and it's a difficult verse because there's a lot of people that find it hard to honor their parents because of things they've done to them, to you, pain they've caused you, all those things. However, you don't have to, they don't have to be friends, totally in your life, any of those things, but they're still your parents. And it sounds cliche, but they brought you into this world and gave you the life that you have. So there's an honor that's commanded in that. Not that, so let me ask you this. A lot of parents, they parent the best way that they know how, the best way that they were taught. And we have to remember that they too are sinners and they don't do everything right. But we can't, as we mature in Christ, we can't hold those things against our parents. We can't continue to mistreat them, hold unforgiveness against them. And I'll tell you why, if your parents are still alive, who else but from their own children may they see the face of Christ? That's that forgiveness. That's the grace to be given. So if they don't get it from you, they might not ever get it. They might not have a chance to see Christ and come to salvation. So that's why that's so important to honor your parents. It says honor your parents in the Lord. Because that's tough to do apart from the Lord. So it says honor them in the Lord. So that's very serious. It says that and things may be well with you and you may live along on the earth. And those are made because anything can happen in this sinful world. You could be hit by a truck or what have you, but it's saying to you, you may have long life and things will be well with you. And that's just one of the promises, one of the first commandments that come with a promise. So I'm going to tell you now, if there's a rift, if there's things going on with you and your parents' relationship, I encourage you to get that right today. I encourage you in your heart to reconcile it in your heart and say, I forgive them. And I want you to also search in your heart to see where your part was in all of it as well. And give that to God. Because living a life, holding a grudge, living a life in unforgiveness, that doesn't help anybody. And even your parents, as bad as they may have been, and there have been some really bad parents, they are still worthy of honor. They're still worthy of that. Because if you're a parent now, you deserve honor. So why would you not give something to someone else that you yourself know that you deserve? And these things, once again, cannot be achieved unless they're in Christ, because the world will tell you, forget them, they hurt you, they don't deserve to be a part of your life. And what you end up doing is when you have children, grandchildren, those grandchildren suffer because you're not honoring your parents. And if they don't see you honoring your parents, how are they supposed to be honoring you? How are they too supposed to see Christ in you? So think about that as we move through the book of Ephesians and what Paul is telling you. All right, so I encourage you to get it right. So Lord willing, we'll be back again with more teaching, more reading of the word. But take care. God bless you.